Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started with our celebrity tarot card reading, Little Mix. We are going to be doing a group reading, finding out about a past, a present, and of course, upcoming for Little Mix, what they have going on. First, go ahead and hit subscribe, please, to Hangman Tarot. When you do this, you're going to click that bell also. And bear with me while I'm trying to get into all of these little software things. It's just like insanity how many buttons and configurations they have. So bear with me, please. Thank you so much. We are going to get into this reading though. Let's go over who the heck Little Mix is, because I really don't know much about them. I'm sure I've heard their music. I just don't recall quite at the moment. Let's get into their background. All right. They are a British three-piece girl group consisting of Leah Ann Pinnock, Jade Thirlwall, and Perry Edwards. And previously a fourth. Hold on. All these pop-ups. What is all this? Ridiculous right now. Hold on, people. Hold on. All right. Consisting of Perry Edwards, and then previously a four-piece until former member Jesse Nelson left the band on December 14th, 2020, due to health reasons. They competed on the 8th season of the X Factor UK in 2011, and they won. Since winning the X Factor UK, Little Mix has gone from a release 6 UK top 5 studio albums, and 5 of which are platinum certified, and 1 which is being number 1. And 5 UK number 1 singles. And as of 2021, they have become the 5th best-selling girl group of all time. Wow. I had no idea they were so amazing. I had no clue. It's crazy. Anyway, they were first named Rhythm Mix. And with that name, their first cover song was Big Girls Don't Cry. Let's just do the reading. Yeah. So they're a band and we're going to do the reading on them. Hello, Mads. All right. We're just going to find out. I want to find out a current energy, just kind of nice little top surface layer of current energy within the group. Finding out where they're at currently. Jesse left in. Oh, Jessie J was in the band. Okay. It's just like this band was it was just like just hanging out, floating in the universe, and just like people just come to it and some people leave. It's wild. Oh, she's Jessie Nelson. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, and she's like popping the Jessie J one. Okay. Freedom is the first energy. So there is freedom occurring. There is a sense of freedom or a sense of being let go from something, releasing from a caged feeling, getting away from the idea of isolating. And there is no grieving really kind of around it. Nobody's really grieving a loss at the moment. They're on hiatus. Okay, so there is some truth, though, currently that is lacking. So the truth of the matter is low in energy. The freedom, that is the big aspect it seems to be here, especially within the oracle reading, and that nobody's really grieving over what's going on as far as like them kind of releasing from this, this boundment. But there is some truth here that has not been said. There's some truth that hasn't come out. There's some information that we do not know, obviously, forever and ever. All right, let's find out what the heck is going on. All right. Let's do a past reading first. I'm going to get into the past reading. Are you excited? Excited. I'm so excited. Okay. So in the past, there was definitely some organization. There was definitely some leaders in the situation. It was very structured. It was very much in a place of stability. And it is something that had been manifested. So that is kind of where it had started. It had occurred. There's a gentleman a gentleman or a masculine energy who is in charge, obviously. Isn't that always the case? These damn men. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Okay. All right. So somebody who's not very capable also. There's something else, and this is kind of something that is being brought up as not gracious. So somebody was in a situation, they weren't very practical. They could have been a pentacle sign, an earth sign. When it's almost like they should be down to earth, but it's like they were very, very neglectful and they were over focused on the money and they were very possessive. Now, possessive meaning they could have thought that they ran the show or they ran the band or they were the lead or whatever that may be. I feel like this person is definitely somebody who they are capable of being these really amazing, stable, safe things, but that wasn't the case at this time. And they weren't gracious at all. They were definitely all about the money. And it was like, they probably are wherever the money is. And that's forever and always. Yeah. So it's something about searching for sure. So whoever this person was is super, super good at what they do. So this is probably the person who's first left. They were empowered. They were fulfilled by doing that. They needed to get the hell out of there. That's where their plan was. And they also had some sort of reason. They made a choice and that's where they went. Now, this is all something that happened within the past. Again, this could be near past. This could be, really, really, really far away past. But I feel like, them leaving this organization, kind of leading the situation, they did feel like they were a leader. Whether or not they were a leader, it doesn't matter. What they thought they were capable of doing is something that, we may not even know exists. But they did leave and they went searching for something more empowering, something more fulfilling. And this was definitely a plan. And it was something that was brought a lot of balance or misbalance. But I feel like there was logic to it. And they communicated the fact that they were going to be doing this. Okay. Even if it felt like a struggle, it don't matter. They took off because that's just what they thought they were really good at something. So they were like, okay, I got this. I can take off now. All right, let's find out something that is currently happening. All right, 4 of Wands. All right, so the structure and the stability of this band is still there no matter what, okay? And currently, it's definitely in a place where almost like they could really learn how to be a little more honest about what's going on. And I feel like if they were a little more outspoken or the band was more outspoken, that things might be going a little bit differently here. I feel like it's less organized and it's like makes less sense. And there's reasons here, but it's just like they're all not being very honest about what really is the reason. Yeah, because like if you were to look over the situation, just any contentment or they're excited about it. They're excited about whatever this is because this is looking like they're not even doing a band. 3 of Wands. I mean, no matter what, the energy here is always looking to build no matter what. It's just like this band exists with or without these people. That's how it makes me feel. And the truth here, though, would have helped a lot. But there was the information that we're given or we're hearing about, the communication, this is not true. Okay. And if they were more outspoken about something, they could have had a way better chance of growing and creating and changing even more and more and more. Okay. Just all the time, adding information and changing, adding information and growing. But I feel like there was definitely some negativity, some worry here, and a lot of sleepless nights for a lot of people, a lot of individuals here. And no matter what, it was in their hands, no matter what. But they shined a light on something other than themselves. And I don't know what that is. You guys might know what that is. But I feel like there was probably a little more negativity and worry surrounding the situation than we were actually seeing happen. What is the honesty here? What is the honesty? What is the truth of the matter? What is the situation? Why did they break up instead of what they say? Okay, lack of inspiration, lack of communication, the adjustments weren't working. No matter what, they could not start any thought. They couldn't start any plan. They couldn't get into a place to make decisions and start over, even like with a mental struggle between the both, all of them. It doesn't even matter at this point. But the moving on, the relief, there is relief. Okay. But there is somebody here who is very respected. They're very knowledgeable. Somebody who's very, I don't know, they're very good at communicating. They're very good at planning and organizing. So this might have been all a part of the process, okay? Because there is relief, there is hope in moving on. But again, the thing that is going to fall flat on its face is the inspiration because of the communication or the lack of communication, I guess. But the adjustments that were made, it puts them into, you know, almost like a confusing place. And there could have been like health issues, something to do with health or medical. Okay, but there was also some melodrama, honeys. 5 of air. There was definitely some melodramas. There was definitely some mistakes being made. So lots of change, but there was a lot of instability whenever there was some change. It was just like every time somebody fucking blew their nose, I mean, the whole fucking band like radiated. The energy rippled out no matter what. So there was definitely some drama, and the reassessment was just put into a place where it was like, this is too unstable. This is too much. This is too much change. It's causing too much grief. We're just going to continue and move forward here. So let's find out what's going on upcoming. I want to know what the hell is going on upcoming, because this is a hot mess of a reading. All right. Got Knight of Air in reverse. All right. So the reactions or anything that is upcoming, I feel like is less than motivated. Okay. It's less determined. I feel like if they were to react or to respond in a very honest manner, they would be like, no, absolutely fucking not. Okay. I know that they may say something else, but they would be like, no. With conflict, I mean, the motivation is lacking to even move forward, to even have an upcoming or to go forward into any kind of a likely action here. I do feel, though, that there could definitely be a new beginning, just like opportunity-wise when it comes to the humans that are in the band. So the humans are, there's new life. This Ace of Pentacles is definitely a new physical life. So somebody's giving new life. Somebody's pregnant. Somebody could even have a new physical home. Somebody could even have just new materials, new business opportunities. Okay. And this goes for almost all the girls. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities and potential here. There's a lot. And that has a lot to do with why they're not motivated to get back into the band situation. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean, and even though that, you know, they have all this abundance kind of coming at them, I definitely feel like of course, there's disappointment, there's regret, and there's a little bit of a situation when it comes to having negative feelings about it. But it's like somebody's kind of crying over like spilled milk, because I mean, they've been around so long. Like, what the fuck are you crying about? Like, get up off your knees and go fucking do something with yourself then. I don't know, maybe one of them didn't make a good opportunity, or somebody didn't make strides to get into a place where they have new beginnings as far as an opportunity or abundance. But I do feel like it's kind of like I mean, I know you're disappointed, but we've been around for a long time. What's the problem? You know, type of situation. Oh, can you see him? I can't even see him. Franklin. Oh, he moved again.
Hi, look at baby.
He's the baby.
What?
He's like 80. No, I think he's like 8 years old. We found him on the highway. My ex-husband did, actually. And he took a picture of him sitting in his pickup, and he said, look what I found. And I was like, okay, put him back. And he's like, well, I found him on the highway. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, just one night though, and that's it. And I spent one day with this little guy, or this big ass guy, and I fell in love with Franklin. Franklin is adorable. 2 of them had babies. Okay, so there you go. Look at this. That is so weird. That is baby. That is a baby. That's why I was like, someone made new life. You had to have, because this is an adorable baby, you know? All right, let's get a couple more cards here for this last part. Likely outcome here. All right. So some type of self-control with all of them, really taking things in moderation, taking small strides here. But to get into any more change or to grow anymore, there'll have to be a compromise. But I really feel like the balance there won't be happening as of like within the next few months even. I feel like there's an avoidance. There's a lot of confusion around kind of bringing peace back into this partnership, or I think mental struggle really. I mean, I feel like this would intimidate a lot of them. For sure. There's like bullying issues. There is an intimidation issue. There's conflict. Change brings horrible instability. I feel like, again, like if anybody sneezes, it affects everybody. So these girls are just like the way they live off each other and glob onto each other's energy is just bleh. Like if I had to do that, I would scream every day. Every day. Last card. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. I have a freaking fuzz on my tongue. I'm like trying to get it off as casually as possible. Okay. So no matter what the avoidance or the confusion or the, the struggle and the strides to like try to maintain some sort of sanity upcoming, and not even within the next few months, like within maybe a year. I mean, there could eventually be an ace of fire, beginning of a new opportunity, something creative. So definitely getting into some sort of action with, whatever they're doing for this job that they're in, this band. So they'll get into a place where they can, add to the creativity, really assess the adventure of it, really get into a direction. So hopefully it won't be meaningless after a certain point. But as of right now, I just feel like everybody's kind of a hot mess. I mean, because people are busy. These girls are busy. They're busy making life, obviously. Some of them are crying over spilled milk and, some of them think they're badass and they probably left beforehand. So that's just kind of what it is. I think Jessie J is the one who, I mean, she is clearly a badass. But anyway, I'll be back with one more celebrity reading. And again, please bear with me when I try out these new software streaming things. I'm not a tech by any means, but this has been a hassle. Does anybody have any questions about the band? Yeah, I don't think they even, it's like they're not together, but there's not enough time or even energy space between them to say that they are even broken up at this point. Are they getting back together? Yeah. There's a lot of progress towards that way, a lot of change towards that way. I feel like there definitely could be a new potential opportunity, and it is welcoming them no matter what. Again, like the band, the entity is just kind of like in the universe, like I said, and it kind of just magnetizes whomever needs to come back. That's how it feels like when I'm thinking about them. But I definitely feel like, that compromise and trying to, maintain some type of control, trying to get into this band back together or bring back some balance. It's going to take a lot. Oh, yeah, I could do them real quick. Might as well while I'm here, Let's find out. Ariana Grande. Does anybody know her zodiac? I like to know them. And then I don't have to look, but I can quick do a read. Or his too. I don't even remember. I freaking thought she was a Taurus, if my memory serves me correct. And are they happy in marriage life? Well, I could probably assess that without cards. I mean, these people are so busy. They don't even know what real marriage looks like or feels like. That's not a marriage. Not what they have to do. They have to travel so much. They're apart so much. How is that a marriage? Just my thought. The union is always separate. It's like, I know. I'm just kind of like raining on that whole thought process, I guess. Thinking that your celebrities are living happily ever after. Well, they're not. They're all the Illuminati. They're all the devil. All right. Ariana Grande. they're busy. Like I said, lots of action, lots of movement, lots of space in between two people, especially when they're married. But they are multitasking. They're doing as much as they can, as much as possible. But there's a lot of speed, a lot of activity when it comes to their creative stuff, any kind of adventure or direction they're headed. And this is all meaningful in the sense of like their work. Okay. This is definitely something to do with work. Three of Cups. Seven of Fire in reverse. I wouldn't put it past them. They definitely could bring some sort of a celebration with adding some more to the family, adding some more as far as like, I don't know, like relationships. But I think any changes or growth has a lot to do with, again, the work is right here. Anything that inspires them, that they aspire to be, the determination, the challenges, those are all going to be in the forefront with the two of them. No matter what, they're still hanging out, dealing with each other. They're still in a connection. Let me get a few more cards here. Is there going to be any damn kids? Can you just answer me for the love of God? These cards are like, well, let's talk about this over here. All right. King of Pentacles. We also have the Lovers card and then our Two of Cups in reverse. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Why did you make me do this reading? Ooh. Okay. Because when I start, I got to keep going. Okay. There is somebody here who is an earth sign. They're definitely an earth sign, or they could be an air sign, Gemini in specific. I feel like this person is extremely successful. Now, this could be either or, but there is a relationship here. There is a connection here still. There is a choice that needs to be made. Now, this could also be indicating that there's a third party, because we also have our Two of Water, and that's in reverse, just kind of indicating a partnership going awry. There's a commitment here that is being tarnished by a third party. Now, third party could even mean just, being a Pentacles person and then just like, being addicted to something and making it really difficult for the other person to even be in a relationship with, or like, again, they are separate. They're separate a lot, but the emotions are being addressed here. There are things here going on as far as trying to cooperate. There's some sort of like harmony that is, needs to be focused on. So there's choices to be made here. There's decisions that need to be made. And I really feel like this is headed into a place with this Two of Cups in reverse is where those cups pour out the relationship, because there's an active ingredient in the cup that is not supposed to be in there. And that would be a third party. And that could be this earth sign, this damn person. Now, this person is extremely generous. They're down to earth. They're probably very fucking good looking. Doesn't surprise me. Now, they could be a man or a woman, not quite sure. We weren't looking for that, but apparently the cards had other stories to tell us. And again, this is why I hate, I'll do a quick reading. Not. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I feel like they'll definitely start over from here. With the Nine of Pentacles, they could definitely start over. But again, this could also mean a little independence for somebody. So just coming into a breakup, coming into, a little more independence, really feeling, confused still and having some self-doubt with this Eight of Air. But I feel like there's definitely a sense of free will. And I feel like somebody is going to make a choice. Somebody's going to make a decision by the end of this, even if there's not a third party. I think it's so weird because I just said this is not a marriage. Well, sometimes these things fall flat on their fucking face because there's so much space in between two people. It's almost like they don't even exist on the same plane. Like that's how that feels to me. Okay, so nothing about a kid though here at all. Oh no, it's fine. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. They're going to break up. You mark my words. They are going to break up. And again, with this King of Pentacles and this Lovers card and the Two of Cups in reverse, just indicating to me that there is another person. And that person is a Pentacles or Gemini or an air sign. Has to be. Has to be. Listen, that's what happens when you ask me to do a reading flat out, just right here on live. I'm like, might as well. I'm here. I don't want to make a thumbnail picture. It's fine. All right. I got to get out of here. I'll be back with one more celebrity reading. Thank you. And by the way, when are they going to break up? Oh, let me look. It'll be this year. It'll be this year. We got some months ahead of us, but it'll be this year. Bye. Bye. Thanks. All right, hit subscribe. Go ahead and click that bell so you don't miss any of your notifications for general love or celebrity readings. Share, like, and follow, especially when these videos pop up on the upload. Go ahead, check those out. Share them, especially if they resonate. Other than that, if you have a request for celebrity, leave it in the comment section or in the details below is all my social media. You can get a hold of me there. And if you just have questions in general, just go ahead and ask whenever, get a hold of me wherever. All right. Enjoy this beautiful, what is it? Wednesday evening. See ya.